And a lot of people have not completed that journey in trying to nurture others, which in itself can have so much of a negative impact. You wanted to say something.
I do. I want to say something because I think that what people who are mentoring out there right now or coaching, I think what they're missing is that the healing is where the wisdom comes. Mm-hmm. I didn't just come up one day and decide, oh, this is how things are done. I learned through the pain. I learned through my healing. And then the wisdom came. And then I realized, oh, that's why I had to go through that. Oh, this is why this lesson was presented to me. And then I learned from that, incident. And then this wisdom just started coming from all these places. People are like, how did you know? Or they know. They come to me and they go, oh, well, you've had a journey. That's how come you know so much. Everything I post online is my stuff. It's what I've lived at some point or stage in my life, or that I know that can help somebody. And I think that's truly what people are missing, is earning the wisdom. And it has to be done through a process. And when you're given a greater wound, you're given something, a deeper pain, it's so that you can learn more to present out to the world as a messenger. And I believe I am a messenger. I've been in many lives, and especially this one, I've come with a message to help others because it's something that's coming through me to everyone. It's not just something that I've come up with. It's a learning process. And I think that part of the time when people are out there presenting themselves, it's so easy to see because we know things, all of us. We know that they haven't done the work yet because we see that they're missing the point, or the message isn't that clear, and their messaging is not something that's effective. And so that's why they may, have, a mixed message in their and their following might be mixed. I am a nurturer, and ironically, I have a lot of male following because of that. And there's a part of me that wants to heal people and just souls, because I see souls. I don't just see men and women. I see souls, and I want to help everyone in that mess, in their messaging, in their process of healing. That's all I just want to say to you.
Yeah, and then the third point that you want to drive in, done beautifully, is to live authentically for massive impact. And I love that we talk about heart and soul space, because a true mentor will come without an agenda, but would rather come with a purpose to say, I see you. I can help you take to the next 10 levels. Not here's my bill. This is how much I'm going to cost. Of course, we have to make a living. That's a given. But I'm not going to slap you with a bill right on your forehead without really knowing who you are, where you're coming from. Are we aligned? Do I have the tools equipped to take you? Janie and I had this conversation. She's a psychotherapist. Okay, I respect that space. I am not equipped to heal your past trauma, deep childhood traumas.
Me neither.
No, this is where Janie comes in, which is what I love about this podcast, Life Unscripted, because we are bringing a holistic view, right?
Yeah, I completely agree. I believe past trauma has to be healed by a therapist that way, yeah.
Right, but then you have coaches out there that muddles everything because they think they're a subject matter expert of everything that they haven't even done the work, and that's dangerous because it causes triggers and causes shifts that will lead this person in the wrong direction if not handled and cared for properly. So thank you for being authentic. I'm just going to read off as we start closing off here. And I would love, we can talk for days, all of us, on this. But Shamina, just some of the posts, just so that people and viewers and listeners can understand the level of authenticity. What I love about Shamina's posts is they are real. And you can feel that it's coming from her soul. And you can feel that she talks about this because it's been her journey. What I can't stand are the posts out there that are almost, Janie and I had this conversation, passive aggressive. They're meant to incite people to almost dislike the other things that people go through. And first of all, it's not for us to judge the other person's journey. Don't you, when you look at other people's social media, it's like a slam fest is what I call it. And I started unfollowing those people because all they're doing is inciting anger or jealousy or greed from other people. They're like, oh yeah. But then we have Shamina that says they don't like it when your authenticity is louder than their facade. If I could give 1 million hearts to that, anytime you're shifting up, people will be shifting out. Don't resist that flow. Love the learn to differentiate between the sound of your intuition guiding you and your traumas misleading you. I mean, if I could just like loudly clap because the emojis are not enough, this woman is as real as they get. And you had one more thing to say on that, Shamina.
Well, I was just saying, when people are judging, it's always some unhealed portion of them. They're judging themselves. So that's one of the biggest hurdles I got over when I started coming out into the influence in this realm, you know, really showing up and being an influencer, is I had to just get over the judgment, because I realized that when someone is judging me, it's them judging themselves deeply. So when I started looking at it from that perspective, it made everything so much clearer for me. Clarity was upon me. So I could just decide, oh, you have an opinion about me. Maybe you need to look within, and maybe it's something internal that's going on with you. I'm not saying all the time, but most of the time, if someone's judging you, it's something within themselves. And if you have that mindset, then you don't have to worry about what people are thinking about you or saying about you or their opinions, because it's just their opinion.
Well, we want to just read your next book. We definitely need to have a part 2, because we could probably take apart any of those main points and just create some wisdom nuggets for our listeners and our viewers. So, you know, we just want to thank you again, Shamina, for taking this time with us and sharing the things that we need to hear. There's a difference between the things we want to hear and the things that we need to hear. You shared some very powerful things of what we need to hear. And we absolutely loved everything that we heard today. And we just look forward to having more treasured moments like this with you and adding value to you and to our listeners by what you bring to us. So this was an absolutely phenomenal treasure of information. So just really want to thank you.
And I wanted to say, Shamina, if you want to just do a quick shout out, we will be posting this on our Facebook and in our website that's being completed, and Instagram, all social media. What are your social media handles so that people can come find you?
Sure. You can find me at Shamina Taylor on Facebook. It's SHAMINA Taylor, TAYLOR. You can friend request me. You can go to my fan page, my business page. And on Instagram, it's at Shamina T. It's SHAMINA TAYLOR. No, it's Shamina Taylor. Sorry, I changed that. So you have to correct that. But I also want to let you guys know, since this is something that I found with all of my clients that I've been working with about getting your purpose out there, people want to grow their following on social media. They want to make massive impact. They want to know how they can do it, how they can show up and really bring the heat and be the badass that they know that they can be. I'm going to teach you. I'm putting together a course right now. It's an online course, and you need to get into it. When it's available, come look on my site, and it's something that's going to help you. Whatever I've talked about today, we go through the stages of getting your journey, your journey out there with your purpose, some healing, some journaling, and how you can actually get that engagement online with your social media and make this massive impact. And together, we can change the world. So I wanted to just let you know that. Thank you, ladies, for having me on your show. I love doing inspired work like this. It lights me up to know that this is going to be out there and we're getting our message out there in such an amazing way. Thank you.
You're very welcome. We are honored. Message to the millions. Follow Shamina Taylor. And again, this is Melody. We are going to see you next week for another amazing, amazing guest. Shamina, we thank you so much for your time. And just like Janie said, we are going to bring you back. So until next week, everybody be blessed, live a happy, fulfilled life, and check out Shamina's work, because certainly Janie and I are fans, and we will be right there to support you in every single way that you need us for friendship, for support, and to be your freaking big cheerleaders.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And